All right, everything we need. Dog. Baby, not yelling right now. No idea. I didn't think everything was gonna fit. It's a lot of stuff for one little human. Here we are. Success, I guess. Ready to go.
Last year was my first time at Grinduro California, and I won. It was pretty cool.
There it is. Numero un.
Given that I did that, I figured I better come back this year and try to defend my Grinduro title. But this year I have an 8-week-old baby, which is something new. It's our first child. So I decided that of all the races you could bring a family to, this is probably the one that makes the most sense.
17 minutes away.
Baby is yelling. He's done very well, but now he's not happy.
Yeah.
Oh, he stopped. Look at that.
Eyes are open though.
Yeah, everyone is tired of road tripping.
There's Mount Shasta.
Can't get here sooner enough. I'd done a Grinduro in Quebec before, and it was just like kind of what I felt like I wanted gravel to be. In some places, gravel has become, it's a race from start to finish, and that's cool, that's fine. But I like riding around with my friends and swimming in lakes and eating food, and then like still trying to rip each other's legs off for 20 or 30 minutes at a time. I think it appeals to just like having a big fun ride, and also to what my skills are as a cross racer.
I grew up in the prairies, so I actually have been riding gravel since I started riding. There was the highway, and then there was the other highway, and if you wanted to not ride on the highway, you were riding on something gravel. So I think like a lot of people have been around the sport for a long time. It's kind of a funny question, like, when did you start being a gravel racer? It's like, well, we just kind of like started racing the stuff that I'd been riding forever, and I'd been riding it on road bikes and then cross bikes, and lo and behold, there's actually a bike that's like purpose-built for it now and does a really good job. So for this race, I'm riding the brand new Revolt X. The cool thing about the Revolt X is it's purpose-built around a fork. So it's not like you're throwing on a fork on another bike and kind of messing up your geometry. This bike is designed for it, and it feels really, really good with that fork on there. Still snappy, still responsive, but with that nice little bit of cushion. So I have the bike set up with, of course, the Fox taper cast fork. I have mine set up in the long setting so I can fit big 50C tires on it, 100mm dropper, and I have 160mm rotors on there for lots of stopping power. It is a super fun bike to ride around on mixed terrain. You're linking up a ride like Grinduro that has like some pavement and some gravel and some single track. This is the bike where you can do those big, big rides with a little bit of everything in them. Maybe you can go as fast on another bike, maybe, but you're not gonna have as much fun. This is the bike you wanna be riding for maximum fun, which is kind of the Grinduro vibe.
It's race morning. It's 7:20, so it's not that early, but feels early. It would be a way better story if I was like, the kid didn't sleep, got 25 minutes, but he actually slept. What, like all-time best sleep last night. Only woke up once.
Grinduro is basically, like the name suggests, it's a gravel enduro. There's flat stages, there's a climbing stage, there's a downhill stage, but at the end of the day, the entire event's not timed. Just parts of it are timed. In this race, we had about 40 total minutes in a probably 4.5-hour ride, which in some ways sounds easier, but I can tell you that for those 40 minutes that you're racing as hard as you possibly can. And the rest of it, you can take as long or as little time to get from one stage to the other as you want.
Look back when they aren't looking.
My My goal at this event was to try to help Michael a little bit if I could. The trick there is that he's so strong in every way that I didn't know where I could.
There are some rules, but there's not a lot of rules at Grinduro. So for example, stage 2 is kind of a rolling pavement time section, and you can do it by yourself, you can do it with people. Carl and I talked before the start of that stage that he was basically going to try to give me everything he had for the first half. The road pitched up a touch halfway through, and that was my time to go, and Carl kind of buried himself until then, and then it was my turn.
I was still trying my guts out, but he rode away like I was standing still.
And that tactic, I think, worked pretty well. Like, I ended up winning the stage.
Brutal. We started going uphill, and I was just like, well, group's gone. I guess I'm all in from here. Where are you guys going?
Stage 3, baby.
Stage 3.
This year I came back with the goal of trying to defend, and I put down, I think, a pretty good race all in all. I didn't end up winning, I ended up second.
It's always a sneaky hard day out there. You're like, I only raced for, what I raced, 39 minutes flat, but somehow I'm like absolutely knackered.
I think that Barry Wicks, the first year he went to Grinduro, called Grinduro Summer Camp for Bike Nerds.
It was great just to like catch up with all of these friends. Hadn't like interacted with my whole family in a long time or ever, and bring those groups full circle. I never want my life to be, oh, this is bike racing Michael and this is family Michael. This is what I do, and bring my family as a part of it as long as they enjoy being there.